Now, the rest of the story.
And from the cell phone we go. Well, I don't like doing a whole lot of cow update videos here anymore, at least not too much. But it is calving season for me, and I know if she's watching, Myrna likes seeing the calf updates. I've lost one so far, so I don't know if that one was a boy or a girl. It was the coyotes and such found it, so it was, at least I would hope that it's it wasn't taken by them. So my impromptu cow bedding is really working out really well. For those of you that are in the know, it's pretty much how I'm getting my use out of it. I mean, not a whole lot of feed value in this, but this bale in particular is a bad example, because where I was taking this from, it was a mix of some really pretty breed canary grass that was brush cut, but then I had all of, this is actually the leftover residue that I cut in July, which I then made this stuff in September. But this is everything that was like down on the ground that the rake swept up, because our rake that we run is a wheel rake, and it pretty much just sweeps up all the stuff on the ground. As far as the manure goes, the bed pack goes, really haven't done much of none at all. Hauling, and you see that's my new one from last night, it looks like. The thing is, we chiseled all of our ground, the majority of our ground last fall, and a lot of it is our spreader isn't in a healthy enough condition where I'm willing to risk, yeah, she's full of energy, where I'm willing to risk it as far as trying to get a bunch of manure hauled out and then run the risk of breaking the web or whatnot. So with everything else going on, I mean, a spreader's on the list. So what I'm doing with this stuff is I'm letting them go through, chew out like what they can, what they want, and then I am keeping fresh fodder in front of them. So they go through and they'll eat the bedding bale first, because they go for any corn ears or whatnot. That was fresh just last night, and it's good and dry, and overall they're doing pretty good. They seem pretty happy. And then what'll happen, like with this bale, when they get this pretty well chewed down where they're not getting anything from it, another day or two, take the bale feeder off, move it back over there, put a new bale in it, and then I'll let them go through and knock this around and try to get some use out of it, and then we'll haul it out for fertilizer. And that's a heifer from last year, this one is. So as far as calves go, yes, I've had a total of 5. I got 3 heifers, 1 steer. My tan was, I'd call her Nugget, from my first year buying these cows. She actually is up for calving this spring, so unfortunately I never had a chance to go through and preg check them, because it never really seems to work out timing wise. So that's her calf, little black heifer out of red heifer that I actually got from my parents. I traded mom and dad for a black heifer, and you can see she's obviously scared of me because I tagged her last night. Hey babe. So she's just a little guy, but a lot of energy, so I'll leave her alone. But yeah, for being the end of March, it's usually when I plan on calving. I put the bull in with the intentions of having calves March, April. The problem is, what I'm dealing with is, I put the bull in with them June, July. I took them out August 1st. So quote unquote, technically they were bred. Unfortunately, I take them down, or last year I took them down to my place, more grass that I wanted to utilize. So I took all of the cows of mine that had calves last year, and up to that point, took them down there where the bull was, and pretty much just let them have grass, because putting them in with the bull at that point, they should have been bred already. But what ended up happening is I actually had a couple, like two, that I actually ended up calving out of sync with everybody else, because obviously that bull, they didn't take in the 2 months they were with the bull up here, so they ended up getting bred later. So the plan is, because I didn't have Rocky until later on in the summer, the Red Angus bull, I'm going to go through and get all the red cows sorted out and put them in with Rocky here June 1st. And Dad's got a bunch of red cows that I'm going to sort out off of his herd and bring them up, and then really try to get a bunch of red calves around here, because I'm keeping basically all the heifers I got as of yet, because I haven't gone through and called out the older cows yet, which is coming, and I really need to get the age of my herd down significantly, which I can't say too much because I only have Betty right there. She's the only one that she's the oldest one of the group, which I knew that when I bought her, but she's only had one calf, and she's due to be sent down the road. So all right, there's the cattle update. Hope you guys appreciate it. Take care, take it easy, keep in touch, stay warm. Talk to you later.